Today we are once again opening up the viewer email inbox to see what's on your mind and answer your money questions. Joining us as always is money and business expert Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thanks for being here for another round of these.
My pleasure, Jason. Great to see you.
Good to see you too. Let's start off today in Plano with Emily, who says, I want to start investing in stocks but don't know where to begin. What are some beginner-friendly strategies? What do you say to her?
Emily, great question. First of all, you could take your money and buy one stock or one investment, but if that stock or investment doesn't do well, then you lose all your hard-earned money. There's a better way. What if I could tell you that you could buy all 500 of the top U.S. stocks in America with one purchase? That's what's called the S&P 500 Exchange Traded Fund. It's like an index, but it works like a stock. That would be a great way to get your toe into the water, to start investing and experience the ups and the downs of the market and make it easy for yourself. So
in that case, you're looking for the S&P 500 ETF there. And again, it exposes you to really everything that's in that market, that index, Derrick. And, you know, some funds might beat the index now and then, but a lot of them don't. So that's a good place to begin.
It sure is. And most actually professional fund managers, Jason, struggle to beat the S&P every year. So if you want to make it easy, sleep all at night, get your money working hard, the S&P over the long term can be a good place to start.
I love that. It's nice and easy too. Let's get to Michael in McKinney now, Derrick, who emails, I recently received a significant inheritance and I'm unsure whether I should pay off my student loans or invest that money. What is the best way to make this decision, he asks.
Yeah, Michael, here's the key is you want to always take lower interest rate money to pay off higher interest rate debt. That always works out well for everybody. So let's say that in checking right now, you're making 1%. In your student loan, maybe they're charging you 7%. That makes sense on that level. But also what I always tell people when they have an inheritance, a lawsuit, something where they're sort of pennies from heaven, you want to use the money to have something to show for it and not buy the new truck, the new computer, the new camera equipment. You want to have something that helps your net worth grow. So paying off the student loan may be your smartest move, but keep enough money in reserves that in case of an emergency, you don't have to use the credit card to make ends meet.
Oh, that's a good idea there. And that way, I guess that legacy of that person really does live on, and it's a gift that keeps giving.
That is so well put. It's always like, how would you best honor this person, and would they be proud of how you used the money they gave you?
Let's get to Sarah in Granbury now, Derrick. She says, my husband and I are thinking about starting our own business, but we're concerned about the initial financial investment. What are some ways we can get funding or bootstrap our business without taking on too much debt? She's worried about the debt too, Derrick.
Well, and that makes sense. And this is what can crush so many very entrepreneurial people is putting too much money down up front. What I would do is sincerely kick the tires on the idea. Ask yourself, what is the lowest cost way to produce a minimum viable product? In other words, how can you get the business started with the least amount of your money? Now, once you're going, if you need to, here are a couple emergency opportunities. One, borrow from yourself from your 401k. What that allows you to do in a pinch, borrow money, pay yourself back, no tax issues at all, and allows you to keep that more of a private transaction. But again, evaluate every month, am I using this money wisely? You don't want to go into debt for an idea that's not going to create some money for you.
All right, we will finish up with David in Fort Worth today, Derrick. He says, I'm nearing retirement age and want to make sure I have enough saved up to maintain my current lifestyle, but how do I calculate if I will have enough? I think he's speaking for a lot of people here.
He is, and the key there is just go online or work with your financial advisor and do a retirement calculator, and the key number is inflation. For so many years, people have said 2%. I like to say almost 4%, and then assume about a 4 or 5% withdrawal from your investments. If you do that, and then practice it, Jason, this is what can sink so many people. 6 months before you retire, practice living on a retirement budget to test out, do you have enough money? If not, you've got time to work longer to make sure you don't run out of money, which is everyone's #1 financial fear.
That's a good way to find out before you actually have to live it for sure. Derrick Kinney, the creator of the Good Money Framework, thanks as always for answering these today. I think it gives a lot of people a lot of insight who have the same questions.
Yeah, it's so fun to help a lot of people make their money work harder for them. So thank you, Jason.
Derrick, thanks.